Yeah, I would have liked her no more. Yeah. That would have been. I'm drawing the line right here.
I mean, I've been seeing him. I don't even know him, and he coming to my job and he flirting all the time, you know. And I ain't, you know, like he loud. He not letting y'all know the truth. Like he was loud.
He
like,
was arrogant and boastful.
Yeah, chinchillas, long dreads that came all the way down to his ass and shit, jewelry. You know what I mean? Yeah. Always flexing, and I'm like, days, back then, you know, I was new to Atlanta, and you know, when you new in a different space, you know, you don't want to date the loud niggas. Like, nah, I was always taught to stay away from the loud niggas. Yeah, you know what I mean? He was loud, couldn't, you know. But yeah, of course, a man walk up to me that I don't know and kiss me in the mouth. Like,
that's that Donald Trump.
I'm slapping the shit out you. I'm slapping the shit out you. For real, for real.
Yeah, like, at least he didn't grab your pussy. Donald Trump said, I walk up to him and grab their pussy, and they love it. Yeah. That's what got me. He said, oh, they love it. I do it all the time. That's my boy. God damn it. So he walked up and kissed her, and she slapped the shit out of you. Yeah. I wouldn't have liked her no more.
Definitely. And coming from, let's say, the women management industry and the things I went through, in that, I thought about, man, you know, what about my significant other, the one that I really care about, who ended up being her? How could she be honest with me as the women I was managing? You know, I wanted that. And that hit a little different, just like you said.
Oh, so hold on. So
come on, this how the growth can take
place. So for the people that don't know, because he's being very politically correct. So for the hoes you were pimping on, I'm the explicit. Yeah, good cop, bad cop. I'm bad cop, he good cop. So for the bras you were pimping on, they was honest with you.
Yes, definitely.
And you wanted your woman to be just as honest as the hoes was.
Exactly.
That was giving you all their money. How that work?
Man, I want to say that, fellas, at the end of the day, I believe we're a little more sensitive than the woman. And I think Antoine, with his statement, just proved that.
Oh yeah,
we can't handle.
Me neither.
As a man, yeah. So,
hey, listen, I know a nigga. I dropped a nigga off one time. We just left a club called Midpoint. It was like 2000. He staying with his baby mama. Boy, he go in the kids' bathroom, washing his dick off. She coming up. He got soap all on his dick. I got to turn back around and go get him. You hear me? I'm 20 minutes up the road. I got to turn back around and go get him. Now imagine a nigga walking in, his woman just coming in late at night after the club, she in the bathroom washing her pussy. Boy, you would burn the house down.
Man,
I'm not having it.
That nigga got let back in the house the next day.
Yes.
So you're right. We can't take it.
We can't.
We way more sensitive.
We can't handle it.
Yeah.
And I gotta let you go.
Man, what? With tears in my eyes. You know,
I gotta let you go.
Yeah.
But again, like, it's different because if you my chick, that's much different than if
nigga don't even want his hoe doing that, Troy. You hear me? He don't even want his side piece nothing doing it like that. Nigga can't take nothing from none of it. Yeah. Even if the girl he got a crush on doing, can't take it.
Yeah. It's definitely
we can't
hard to
take
handle.
it.
But you know, at the end of the day, just like we got fantasies and things in the past, a woman does too. Could you imagine your wife coming to you and telling you she want to sleep with two men at the same time?
Y'all broke.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
somebody got that wife.
Ray Rice and her.
Yeah,
that's what happened in the elevator with Ray Rice.
Come on,
she told him, he laid home, called him over her chair. We ain't sleeping with no two. Come on out here.
So definitely, man. And you know, when I seen a woman's dedication, cause see, one thing about it, man, let me tell you something. You know, I take nothing away from a woman that a man may consider quote unquote a hoe. You know that title, man. I love them to death. You know, they spirit, man. You know what they willing to do. You know, to make sure that that man accomplishes his dream is like no other, man. It's truly a blessing to me, man. I had a girl one time. Man, I was managing down in, I used to go to all the events from the Super Bowl to the All-Star weekends, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere players meet, you know, I'm there. And so we was at Black Bike Week, man, down in South Carolina, man. She was at the crib, I went on the road.
You know about that storm? Black Bike Week?
Yeah.
I ain't never heard of it.
You ain't never heard of Black Bike Week?
Memorial Day weekend, before everybody started going
to Miami.
Before everybody started going to Miami. I know I'm a little young, but I've been outside Kentucky Derby and everything. Everywhere there's a lot of people, I'm headed out. So we was in Black Bike Week working the move.
Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
man.
you a different kind of nigga. fuck around up there
man.
around Kentucky
Hey,
Derby.
look, the Kentucky Derby look like
You a
Freak Nick.
different kind of nigga.
Yeah, May 6th.
Yo, listen.
May 6th,
All of the
Kentucky
biggest
Derby.
events, Super Bowl is the biggest event.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Kentucky Derby?
The Kentucky Derby, Super Bowl, any kind of major event, NCAA tournaments. You go to any city, bro. Go to the golf tournaments.
You got one coming
You go
up.
to the Masters in Augusta.
The Masters is that you take.
Yeah. Well, you just made me realize. I do remember reading the headline when the Super Bowl came to Dallas, that over 100 and some prostitutes was left behind. Cause they had a pimp convention there. Because they had a big snowstorm. No. I just thought about that.
You
sure?
so sure.
Well, no. Listen. Around the Cowboy Stadium, when they first, because the area that the Dallas Cowboy Stadium is was known as a prostitution area because it had a lot of hotels. It's an entertainment area. When they built the Dallas Cowboy Stadium, they literally had to put up signs, homie. They literally had to put up signs. No, ordinances had to come up because the budget suites at that time, homie, had become a hub for prostitution and sex trafficking throughout Dallas.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a hub for it. So during that time, it was over, so many pimps were arrested and over 100 prostitutes had been stranded from jails to probably whatever services they went and applied for. And then one time me and Dewberry went and picked 2 hoes up that got left behind. Dewberry struck gold. Yeah, I had a panic attack, but Dewberry struck gold.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
know
I
about that
was
one.
I had to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dewberry. We were riding in a Hyundai with a bad transmission.
Come on now.
Bad tires.
good old days.
I was on probation for a misdemeanor, so I was stressing. Yeah, that misdemeanor had me in a headlock. I couldn't smoke weed. They had me on the call-in shit. Yeah. Nigga, I had a motherfucking panic attack trying to deal with life in that Toyota and that Hyundai. I mean.
Come on with it, man.
So you going city to city?
Yeah, so the dedication of the women, man, really changed my life. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna tell this one quick story. We in Black Bike Week. The girls, they are on the north end of Ocean Drive, just like Miami. The north end is where
way better. Trump Towers over there.
Exactly.
The Lamborghini hotel where you drive your car. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly. So, man, my phone ring and one of the girls say, "Hey, come up here," because they was with some guys, a group of guys or whatever. And I'm like, what's going on? They're like, come up here. I had a chick by the name of Candy, the showstopper, and if you know anything about like boxing and anything, she was dead game. Mm-hmm. Dead game. You got to kill her for her not to go get the money. She's going all the way. And so I keep security with me at the time. So I tell my security, hey, go check on the girls, So he came out. He was carrying her like she was a baby. Now Candy's like 5'11", nobody fat ass, pretty perky titties, stallion, natural. Mm-hmm. And they put her in the back seat of, I had a Durango, rental to fit all of us. And they laid her on the floor of the back seat. I'm in the driver's seat. I'm looking back like, what's going on? I'm very, very concerned, And she looked up. And I'm looking at them. What had happened was they had in the ass, just like you talk about, how niggas running trains, he speak on that a lot. And her hemorrhoids had flipped inside out, flipped inside out. She was crying. And when I looked at
that's
her,
that jailhouse.
Yeah.
That's that jailhouse. Yeah, that's 2 niggas in the cell breaking another nigga in. Yeah, them wrong in the motherfucker, man. I hate that. That's why I speak on that shit, homie. Because she coming just to fuck. See, she coming just to fuck, homie. See, most people don't know that's kind of what went with the Tupac shit, homie. Yeah, they coming to fuck all y'all, but don't run me and don't do my ass like this. Same with the Kobe situation.